Hey guys, it's Alex. I'm finally back from a short hiatus, mainly because of Mortal Kombat 11, and I'm here back on Collection Neo and Statue Forum to finally give you guys a brand new review. And as you can probably see, we have got Prime 1, Kinnikuman, Premium Masterline, robinmask. This is robinmask. This is the second in the Kinnikuman line, and most likely the last in the Kinnikuman line. Sadly, I got him about a week and a half ago. Like I say, Mortal Kombat 11, guys. If you don't really know much about Kinnikuman, jump over to the last review I did, which was of Suguru, and we'll go at the beginning of that video. I go over a bunch of stuff about Kinnikuman, why I love it, why these statues are so important, and blah 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 blah. But just like that video, if you don't know Kinnikuman, you now remember these. So this is a muscle figure, or a muscle man, as I knew him as a kid. And basically I used to have hundreds of these. And they're still kind of made now. They also do like alien versions of them, and He-Man, and all these Turtles, and all these other brands done like in this style, in this rubbery plastic. But that's robinmask in his muscle form, muscle man form. And of course, this is what Prime 1 turns into. This is exclusive version, limited to 250. This guy was $530, so $30 more than Suguru, and you get a whole lot less. But we'll go over those things in a minute. What's in the box? Not much, apart from this bit of paper, which tells you how to assemble, all that sort of stuff. Now, I will say straight off the bat that the base is exactly the same as Suguru, apart from the front part, where the belt is on Suguru's, but I don't know if you can see this on here. The actual polystyrene insert is also the same. Up that top left hand corner there, you have a little bit for meat to go into, which obviously meat doesn't come with Robin, but obviously because the ring, basically the base is the same, they decided to use the same polystyrene. Money saving efforts there from Prime 1 Studios. So what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to pause, we're going to zoom in, I'm going to go over all the details, over the switch out heads, and then I'm going to pause again, and then I'm going to throw him back in the collection as usual, and you can see how he stacks up against the other Prime 1 pieces and the other Kinnikuman piece. So back in a sec. Alrighty then, we're back, and if you don't know robinmask's kind of like the Vegeta of Kinnikuman. So he turns off as an antagonist and then becomes a friend. He's English, as you can tell by his blue skin. And he was the original Olympic champion before Suguru takes it, and he eventually becomes a friend and a team partner, a tag team partner at one point. But then he also does laps into these bits where he turns heel. If you don't know the wrestling terms, face is basically a good guy, and heel, a heel turn is when they go bad guy. And Robin does do that a few times. But yeah, he's basically a big blue guy in cool knight armour from Britain. He's a brilliant character in the show, and Prime 1 have just done their magic with this. So what I'm going to do, we're going to slide down. We'll start at the base. Like I say, it's pretty much the same as Kinnikuman's. But we'll go over a few subtle differences. Now, I did say a few subtle differences, but really there's only one, and it's this. Because they gave Suguru the belt with Robin, and I assume this was going to be the design for all the rest of the line, if they did any more. It's just basically the Kinnikuman logo on a nice, shiny, chrome piece of plastic, which basically magnetises in there. And like I say, the rest of the base is actually completely the same colours, same paints, goes together in exactly the same way. All the ropes are colour coded, all these big turnbuckle pieces slot in. Great paints, great shading on the base. Cloth looks like cloth. You know, it is basically the same as Suguru's. And that's a weird thing. Like I say, they've reused the polystyrene, they've reused the base, but this guy was $30 more. Now, with Suguru, you got 4 different switch out hands and 3 different switch out heads. This is with the exclusive. You also got Alexandra meat, and you got the base for meat as well. You know, $500 for Suguru, as I said on that video, it was just a ridiculous price. This guy's $30 more, and you basically get 3 heads. That's it. You get 3 heads, no switch outs. Obviously, because he's got his arms crossed, you can't really do anything, and there's no extras. To be honest, I wouldn't have minded an unmasked head. I think that might have been cool, or an LED light up head would have been cool. There's not much else they could have done really. They couldn't have put much more onto the statue. But like I say, we'll go over it. And you know, it takes nothing away from it. And it's still at $530 for a quarter scale piece. And let me just tell you guys, for a quarter scale piece, this is ginormous. Now, Prime 1's quarter scales are oversized anyway, but Robin's supposed to be 7'7". So if you convert that to inches, he's about 22 inches tall, but Prime 1 have made him 24 inches, so that's bordering on 1/3 scale. So even though, you know, Suguru's got his hand over his head and that's just touching, and it's about 29 inches, Robin's hitting 29 inches just to the top of the head. We'll start off at the base, and we'll go over that. Let's just change the exposure, see if we can get that a bit brighter for you guys, just so you can see these bits more. The boots are very shiny boots. There's a lot of gloss on this piece compared to Suguru. You know, Suguru's literally pants, man, with a lot of nice texturing on the body, which we have on Robin as well. But we start at these boots, which, like I say, are glossy. Really nice glossy black. And then let's move up a little bit. And as you can see straight away on the legs, we've got this fantastic skin texture and really nice paintwork. The veins are very, very subtle on there, but the actual musculature is really, really well done. Like Suguru, they've kind of kept the anime aesthetics on the head and a bit more on the chest here with the gloss. But like the actual body sculpt and the musculature is brilliantly done. Like no corners cut. Scooching on up to the pants, you can see that they've actually put some texture work on there. Now, I'm not a massive fan of textures on anime statues. You know, Sume completely ruined their lines for me with adding unnecessary textures. But thank God for Prime 1. If you've seen their latest Goku statue, they're actually doing Dragon Ball Z, guys. You'll see that they haven't put any like sort of textures on the clothes. Well, not a lot, you know. I think Sume went overboard. And like on I'll just go back to his very, very pert arse. And like on robinmask.le, there's just enough there to give it a little bit of detailing, because the statues are size, you do need the detailing. But with Goku, they kind of completely laid off the textures, and fucking God bless them for it, I tell you. That piece looks so fucking good. But anyway, back to Robin. As you can see, he's got a very, very nice defined abdomen. And we're going to have to come a little bit up, because like I say, guys, this statue is huge. So as you can see, we've got that gloss again on like his wrist guards. We've got the black and like the cherry red. And then his actual arm is the same gloss as well. So the gloss really gives it that shiny, cartoony anime look. You can see the reflections there. It's like a real good gloss finish. All the lines are super neat. You know, the usual from Prime 1. And as you can see, the musculature there in the arms, really, really well done. And then, as you can see, the head. Now, this is the first of the regular heads, which is just his normal look. What I will do is take off the helmet in a minute, and we'll get him close up on all 3 heads. I actually just prefer the normal one on him. They're both actually all 3 are pretty good. The exclusive one isn't necessary whatsoever, but yeah, you know, there's 250 of these guys. It's a pretty niche anime. It's a pretty niche market, you know. So just pick up the EX guys if you're going to get these guys. You might as well get the EXs. Of course, I got this from Sideshow, which I have to say, probably have to guide for 3 maybe. Maybe Gurren Lagann. That'll be my last Prime One piece through Sideshow, because obviously, if you don't know, Sideshow don't seem to be stocking Prime One anymore, so you're going to have to order through Prime One's website, which is fine for you guys in America, because you've now got that economy shipping, but I'm really, really hoping Prime One can get some EU warehouse set up, like Fist Figures, because that would just be the icing on the cake, because they are doing a lot of stuff that I need to buy. Right, as you can see guys, it's pretty flawless. The paintwork, the lines, the musculature, the skin tone and textures is brilliant. It's just as good, well executed as Suguru. The pose, the folded arms, the arrogant look, totally works. Like I say, he's just a big fucker. And when you see him on display in a minute, you know, he's huge. He's huge. He's too big. He's bored. You know, he's a big guy. He's, like I say, I'm sure he's 7'7", but it's just ridiculous, isn't it? But he looks great. He looks great on display. He looks great with Suguru. You know, the wrestlers, they're supposed to be big. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause there, guys. We're going to bring the camera back down and we'll go over each head. So straight into the heads, guys. Like I say, again, we've got this really nice gloss. And then these matte. And the eyes are really picked out. I really wish they were light up. So they put like LED effects on the promo pictures, as they tend to do. And it really sold me on them. So these are both the regular heads. So that's the first one. And this is the second one. So as you can see, the difference is very, very minor. Slightly different shape to the mask. Show the furrowed brow, the angry eyes. You know, the mask is a slightly different shape, you know, to show the anger in his mouth. So there are 2 regular heads. I really like the furrowed brow one. Not that he's gone completely heel, but, you know, he's pissed off. And then the third head, which is the exclusive head, is this battle damage one. Which, if I remember from the anime and the manga, is basically when he goes heel, he's like completely fucked up. He tries, and I think it's the point where he tries and cheats. He tries to cheat. I think he brings a foreign object in. It's very It's very wrestling, but you know, done in a completely stupid way. Like I say, I doubt I'll display the EX head, but you know, you never know down the line. We may put it on, but the forward brow, I think that's the one we will be displaying. And back it goes. Like I say, guys, really, really happy with him. What I'm going to do now is pause, throw him in display with the rest of the guys, and we'll cut back any second. So he is, guys, on display. Now the lighting isn't going to be great, because obviously we haven't got him up top like usual. But this is currently how I've got my display. So as you can see, he is a big boy, especially compared to Ultraman there. Ultraman is no small statue. And as you can see, we've got Suguru there. So along these bottoms here, we've got my Kamen Rider diorama. I'm hoping to get some maybe smaller 1/6 stuff. Of stuff that's a bit more niche to go at the bottom. Now the big boys on top. And we might as well just go a quick whip round. We've got Gamera, Mugen and Saitama have been moved there. We've got Flash and Thor. Namor up top. Slayer, Artie, Simon. Sif in the corner. Street Fighters. Soul Calibur and Tekken. That's for there. Whip round. Of course, we've got all the Cause of the Dead there, and Dino's up that corner. Dinos at the minute are very far behind, but you know, once damn toys start bringing them in, we'll get there. But there he is, guys. Robin Mask, a fine addition to the collection. $530 for a 29-inch statue. 24 inches of that is character. You know, I don't think we're going to see these prices ever again, to be honest. You know, especially in its edition size of 250. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But there you go, guys. So that is the Prime 1 Robin Mask from their premium Masterline from Kinnikuman. Next review, guys, is probably going to be, I don't know, unless a dinosaur sneaks out, we might be looking at First Figures Ornstein. Let's wait and see. But yes, like I say, guys, stick around, more to come, and I'll see you next review. Bye, guys.